Hello, my name is Sumit Thakur and I'm from India. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm watching Venom video movie 2018 and today I'm just gonna speak about the things I've been discussing on uh, Gemini app about my on the Gemini app my plugged in pinned conversation on the Gemini Flash. So it was all about, difference in recipe and the cooking of the masala chai and the like that chai. While both drinks are beloved staples of tea culture, and the primary difference lies in the it's a bit so bright. I would just put down the brightness. Okay, lies in the complexity of the flavor profile and the specific timing of when spices are added to the pot. Masala chai, spice teas, robust, warming beverages that relies on blend of several spices. There is no single official recipe, but it is involved masala that balances heat, sweetness, and earthiness. Elaichi chai. Elaichi chai is moderately aromatic, simple, milk tea, where taken cardamom is then distributed star. The ingredients only spice used in can green cardamom. Ingredient the flavor sweet. The highly aromatic it feels lighter on the palate compared to the heavy spice of masala chai. And we compare the prime spice blend ginger cardamom clove, green cardamom pods only, taste profile spice blended to warming, sweet floral and refreshing, complexity, high requires balancing multiple spices, low focuses on one flavor. Pro tip of extraction is for both teas. Ice crushing versus grinding. Crushing is passive fresh with a mortar and pestle just before brewing. Lyrics volatile oils that provide the best aroma. Using pre-ground powders often results in the amount of data differs. Masala chai, there is a larger amount of tea leaves. Ilachi chai, there is standard amount of tea. I'm on the camera, I forgot. The 6 minutes passed, I don't know. I'm watching a movie, therefore, I'm just enjoying in front of the camera, yeah. Okay, this is for me too, I would say. Amazing thing happens, okay. The quantity of the masala chai, Ilachi chai, I don't know what I'm saying. Milk factor. The amount of tea also changes based on your milk to tea water ratio. Since masala chai often uses a higher proportion of milk to create a creamy texture, you must increase the tea leaves even further to prevent the drink from tasting diluted or over milky. Would you like a breakdown? How does milk water ratio differ? The milk ratio is the final lever you pull to balance the heat of the spices. In the higher milk ratio in the masala chai, lower milk ratio in the ilachi chai. Compare memory. Comparison summary. Pro tip: if you're using full cream whole milk. Yeah. I was picking normal tea at the presses, beginning process I added water. That instant someone told me to add ilachi and make it flavorful. I chopped ginger 2 minutes, added ilachi, and then I proceeded with adding milk tea. Sure, I don't know why it turned out kadak mithi chashni chai. Tell me what happened. It sounds like you're not intentionally but a perfect storm for an intense cup. When they were making a sanity, didn't ginger cut them on the fly, the carbon the steps change with the chemistry of the brew. It is why they turned into kadak mithi chashni, strong syrup chai. The kadak fruit flavored extraction over exertion. These are effects chopping ginger rather than crushing it exposes a lot of syrup, simmering it in plain water for 2 minutes creates a very pleasant spicy decoction. The tenant trap. Fatty leave to that really boiling ginger free water, let it sit while brewing the thing that really actually makes them tangy and this is to the bite strength. The mixed chashni factor, water will prevent simmering and the cardamom and the water train milk, a significant amount of base water evaporated. Pressure shift referred to the amount of sugar added to a full cup of tea, but 23% of water evaporated in the spicing phase. The sugar concentration comes out higher. The flavor clash happens, Then I would just say I was searching with YouTube buying time while exchange. Clarification report and complete message in something like English versions in the YouTube channel strategy. This is a very famous topic I just had. We started with the clash. The topics about by mistake I just spoke this thing. It was a bit hurtful to my colleagues. The thing is, I thought YouTube channel is from India, but I think Hindi is a general language for leadership. Yes, I'm right or not. I'm not just clean rights in English. I don't know what it is. The next step I should like when I used to make videos in Hindi, my colleague watched it. They insulted me a lot in a public gathering. At that particular moment I stopped. I waited. For the next 3 years I didn't make a single video. For the next 4 or 5 years I didn't make. For during the time of the COVID in 2019, I made a video in Hindi, but the main source. The point was that my relatives just insulted me a lot. I really never thought it all starts with the thing like was literally insulted at that particular moment, And ever since that incident, I stopped talking with the sheep people. I do think spirituality is good, but the spirituality with the people who are holding the flag of spirituality sometimes hurt the people. It was that particular moment I thought that I would be never talking in Hindi since my relatives, my colleagues, and the people whom I'm working with are going to understand the language and would not be unable to express my views on this particular platform while people are exploring the plethora of world, the people enjoying the world, like I discussed in this Gemini app. It is frustrating and discouraging when people closest to you dismiss in search of topics you care about. That perspective says far more about their perspective than it does about the values of your ideas. Why this happens, the local horizon trap, the relatives and the local peers often view topics strictly as relevant to what is immediately familiar to them. If subject does not fit their everyday routine or traditional expectation, they may reflexively label it useless, uninteresting. Difference in ambition. If you're looking for international markets to lower some modern industry trends, it perfects nature shifts towards away from the local norms. Misunderstanding often manifests as criticism or sarcasm. The thing I did, I think the Gemini told me is simple like separate your audience from your circle. If your family and peers are really your target demographic, build your content for the person who is actively searching for your topic, not for people sitting in your living room. There's a difference. People are sitting in the living room. Keep your projects low profile initially. Focus on proof of concept. Focus on proof of concept. Let the results speak for themselves over time. Once an audience connects with your work, external validation usually silences unhelpful local noise. Double down on global position. If your local circle does not relate to your topics, it reinforces your original instinct, making content in English to relate to be broader. Global audience is likely the right move for your goals. It was made, I think. I did it. The point is, I really need support from the people. But that point is, I literally have, in last 10 years, there is no support from the, there is literally no support, except very few people. Actually, I want to say only one people who told me at the start of my career, in the start of the hotel industry, better use the kitchen line. And that is the culinary line I have been brought up in the last 10 years. I focus on the culinary line and never bypass that point. The point is at least you need to prove your culinary thing. You need not to enjoy the life. The best way to enjoy the life is in being in the culinary field. You are in the culinary field. And you are in the culinary field. Okay. The point I want to say is like it's very necessary to get into this stuff. If you are stuck in your life, come in this culinary industry. About 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was totally frustrated, devastated by the challenges I faced at that particular moment of the changing world criteria and all that stuff, and the different types of education, different types of tests, examinations. I was never, ever for that thing. I lived my childhood in Gujarat, in Bharuch, Ankleshwar, and was totally energized by the flavors that students used to brought from home and enjoy that. I'm a man who enjoys the flavors of a simple dabeli I ate at my childhood about 20 years ago. I used to enjoy the flavor. I'm not the typical person who enjoys the buildings or constructions. No, flavor. It's like my heart and soul was in the culinary industry. But the point is, people do not feel the way I feel. And after getting so much education in this line, doing bachelor's in hotel management, master's in hotel management, and now doing MBA for particular this culinary industry, my mindset has changed. And the point is, yes, my knowledge have broadened my horizons, and I'm unable to make my colleagues feel like I'm talking to them, since knowledge is a bifurcation of your personality. So we are getting to the next point in what are my searches. I just wanted to target Gujarati culinary audience. It's really difficult to, by sitting in the Chandigarh Mohali, to talk about Gujarati food. It is totally different, I'm unable to know what is this food, what is this flavor, what are this stuff. I never know. It's really difficult, it's really to understand. I forgot about 20 years ago to 15 years ago, I had the flavor in my palate. It's only the memories I have. I don't have anything stuff remaining. There is nothing remaining. It's selling to master the niche food category.
नहीं हुई
I'm watching an intense scene of the Venom movie. There's a fight in the scene, Maria, and in the scene is not 37 minutes in the Venom movie. The Venom is spreading to the hero. Yes. It's really bad to smoke cigarettes. But the point is, in all the Hollywood movies, they smoke. At ours, it's to tobacco. It's bad. But my friends, cigarettes, tobaccos is taught in the hotel management study. I studied it in the bachelor's, There is like service industry is very different. Service industry is not just about the normal things. Service industry is like you need to serve people. We study about liquors, alcohols, all that stuff, We study about it. We do study about alcohol and all that stuff. We do study alcohol too. There are different types of alcohol, liquors, gin, vodka, brandy, and all that stuff. We studied in our history. Bachelor's time, We did study. I'm studying now, knowing we are drinking. They put a different age group, at a particular time when I studied. I tasted when I was doing a mentorship in the Lila Gurgaon MBS in the Gurgaon DLF mall. I drank the red wine. I should remember the taste, the palate, and the flavor it has. White wine in the Tadrama Palace. I had the taste. But I like the red wine better. I don't know why, but I missed the taste. Yes, and back to the Gemini topics. I'm talking about the culinary things and my free thoughts. Okay. Really wanted to go and know about the relationships, love, and all that stuff, I was just saying about the love emotion. I do not love. No, I love, but I did not get in a relationship since I'm busy building my career, The single most important first step is to establish clear, enthusiastic emotional consent before anything physical happens. Both parties need to be fully on board, comfortable, and actively engaged. That is how this looks in practice. I want to talk this in Hindi, but the point is, when I will talk this love, and emotion. Hindi people judge it. My relatives would judge. My people who know me, people who are with me, people who live nearby my home village in Himachal Pradesh, they would judge me. They would say bad things about me. I don't want to listen. The trauma from that thing was very bad. It's about 6 5 6 years, so I can say that sometimes you really don't interact with the people. So I'm talking with the camera and to talk loud to talk all this stuff. Okay, the single most first of all, we must communicate clearly. Ask directly and listen to the response. Check in this simple correct question like, is this or do you like this? Or do you want to slow down? Communicate clearly, ask directly, and listen to the response. Pay attention to the non-verbal cues. This amazing scene in this when a movie is amazing. I'm watching the movie and explaining this particular thing on this video. It's very difficult to speak in this video. I'm not having good personality, but I'm speaking. I'm communicating. I did not go to the Amar Vilas in Agra. Amar Vilas, Agra I took interview. They told me that why do you love this culinary industry? I do not know. I don't know how to speak at that particular moment. I know I'm particularly speaking in front of you. The spent down frustration in the past from that particular interview I had. I bought suit for 5,000 rupees, went to Agra, spent 1,000 rupees, good the interview, booked a room, 9,000 rupees. It was a lot of things, but I got nothing in return. At 30-year age, I'm getting this communication thing. But the point is, what the benefit of having this communication skill in 30-year age that I needed in 21st years of my life? Who could give me that thing? Who would be training me these things at that particular moment? No one. So I'm simply saying, you need to know this stuff. It's better to know before age of 18. I'm not saying this for the big people. It's the elder who know that people who want to go into this culinary industry, they need to know something. They need to speak with the big people. I'm saying big hotels, only in English or Hindi, it doesn't matter. You need to have the confidence. You need to speak as much you as can. It really is. This is the point. You need to communicate well. You need to have the good personality, good haircut, all this stuff. You need to look good. You need to have personality. You need to have good body language. I do not have all of this stuff, but you need to have. I don't know. I'm just not speaking. I would be listening to this video after a few years. I would simply say. So, when I was coming to romantic relationships, We must pay attention to non-verbal cues. Body language matters just as much as words. If someone pulls away, turns quiet, hesitates, or seems tense, pause immediately and check in. Ensure a safe environment. Intimacy requires trust. Make sure you're both in private, safe setting where neither person feels rushed or pressure. Prepare for safety and protection. Respect boundaries. When people talk about intimacy purely in terms of rules, constant checks, or formal steps, it can sound incredibly cold, transactional, clinical. Then they take something that is supposed to feel natural, passionate, spontaneous, and turn into a checklist or a safety manual. It feels artificial. Real human connection does not happen like step-to-step tutorial. In actual intimate moments, communication is really a series of mechanical interview questions. It ignores natural flow. Real dynamic relies. It ignores. It ignores natural flow. Real dynamic lies heavily mutual enthusiasm, emotional warmth, arraying each other naturally rather than navigating a bureaucratic framework. The ultimate baseline is simply the mutual desires of people being genuinely into each other and the completely comfortable with things are going. As if like the user strips away the actual human connection in real life. And then the point is, I just researched yesterday, but clear, enthusiastic, and mutual consent. It is completely avoidable that this is appreciably irritating when described in formal checklist. We like we sound clinically overly cautious, controlling unnatural. Real connection doesn't happen by pausing to decide a script. It happens through chemistry, mood, and mutual excitement. The problem with usual device is that it replaces the feeling of passion with the rules of process. That's difficult to understand. I don't want to understand it, how to get in the process of understanding the mutual understand and to understand the people. It's a difficult task, Art of communication is the world's most difficult task is the human emotions. That is different understand, The problem is usual advice. It is that what clear, enthusiastic, and mutual consent actually means in practice isn't about being bureaucratic. It's about two people having being on the same wavelength. That is how the dynamic works in real life, Without the clear clinical language, the energy must be mutual. In a healthy, enjoyable interaction, the feeling isn't of the one person convincing the other. It's two people both feeling the same magnetic pull. You don't have to guess. You can feel the warmth, closeness, and the shared. Yeah, amazing fighting state in this video, Two watches. This is the beginning. Sonata. I started this in when my culinary career started. I bought it with my third salary, second month salary, No, this is my second watch, with the same type of watch I bought. I'm having it at my home 8 years ago. Prestige memory. Time is important in the culinary industry. In culinary industry, time is very important. If you don't have this watch or time, you are deadlocked in the culinary industry. It just depends how much money you have, how much capital you have. Whether you are not in the control of the time, you are failing in that life, You will fail in life if you don't have time. Amazing fights in the Venom movie. Of course, back to the topic of the love relationships. Then reading the situation, non-verbal communication. Yes, the point is the reading the situation, non-verbal communication. You learn the vibes, see the vibes. This isn't magic. It's about basic empathy and awareness. Enthusiasm looks like. This isn't magic. It's about basic empathy and awareness. The amazing thing like enthusiasm looks like leaning in, making eye contact, acting, active participation, smiling or pulling you closer. The body language is open. Hesitation looks like tensing up, staying quiet or avoiding eye contact, pulling back. It's very difficult. Enjoy the video. Clear check-ins. When a communication does not happen, it is not formal contact discussion. It's can be natural, whatever, confident or playful. Sometimes the clearest. Consent is just the shit question. But when you do the check-in, simple question that pair well fully. I've never had it by this video. That person. It's just so relaxing, to get in this headphone. It's far better than this dubstep earbuds. Yes, I'm able to hear myself. Clear check-ins when communication is happen. It's not a formal contract discussion. You know. Instead of do you, I have your legal permission to escalate this. You ask, is this okay? Do you like this? Asking confirm that you both comfortable and confident partner. Is comfortable asking because they value the other person's enjoyment and want to make their feelings entirely mature. The core idea is about ensuring that intimacy is both natural for both of you. Amazing scene in this Venom movie, right? Cars are booming up, you man. Okay, back to next chat. Just talking about the culinary industry. Mixing up with personal conversations, okay? Yes, I'm just thinking about culinary documentation and less something like that. Let me culinary journey documentation and lessons. The recipe and text, the culinary techniques I had in my PDF, I took them uploaded it in the Gemini app. How it's calling about this thing in this. It's told the first is the cold tempered dishes, redu tempered curd with red chilies, garlic, coriander, then vegetable and cottage cheese means aloo chaat sabzi, paneer butter masala, I call roasted gravy and chom masala, peach board with chana dal. And the malu. The rice and dal preparations, peas pillau, preparation yellow with turmeric or saffron, dal makhani, ma dal. Chicken biryani with colored rice. Street food snacks and fast food into Chinese, but Manchurian cheese chili tied by the gravy, imported so double frying, veggie kebab, foot long submarines, and momos and chairs, one sauce like style roll and bread omelets, Korean, baking breakfast, Malaysia brand techniques, diminishing to gluten, oiling, resting, phones keep condition next to gel to sugar ratios. Power buns and cultures, key kitchen lessons, preparation knows the science of frying at excessive temperatures, charge the exterior while leaving the inside raw. Absorb a large menu, 200 plus items. The frying at excessive temperatures charge the exterior while inside raw. Frying at low temperatures causes excessive oil absorption, sogginess, and hydrogen oil undergoes chemical degradation, viscosity of changes polar compounds. The point is, Managing large menus, rural customers, forcing them to default to basic options, decreasing the profit margin, brand identity. Streamlined menus can cut down on waste and streamline kitchen operations. Consistency and sorting rules. Adding salt, onions, extracts moisture, extra moisture, soft, translucent result. Salting lot allows browning and caramelization. I'm on the camera. Hello, friends. Welcome back. What is an independent timeline of my timeline? March 2019. I was in Akarshan Food and Gogi Sweets in Nurpur, Himachal Pradesh. Key observation events. I started my 150-day recipe challenge, practiced tempering, raita and sabji foundations. August 2019 and 2020, I was in Masala Fusion and Singh Saab. Analyze batch cooking dynamics, job masala ratios, buffet management, and menu design flaws. Early 2020, I was in a hotel and banquet setup. Document a kitchen, the construction equipment and procurement and initial step challenges. 2020 and 2022 in late, I was in bakery and local business. I was focused on baking speeds, equipment management, and early business operations about mentorship. And in 24, 25, I was circle of crust, bottom food outlets, and shifted towards Italian cuisine, software documentation, long-term reflections of culinary life. Falling back. Consumer, all the stuff I've just copied from the lectures. I would rather say I just did. Uh, there are a number of things. I've just researched about. I'm raising this. I'd asked this question on this Gemini app. I'm raising about the innovation and the entrepreneurship and the other stuff in my MBA, reading about. And point of is what you can simply tell me what is the innovation that happened in tourism industry, hotel industry, the culinary industry from 2016 to 2026. Between 2016 and 2026, intersection of technology shifting consumer expectations post in a pandemic, post-pandemic reality is completely transformed the tourism, hotel and culinary sectors. It is straightforward, high-level breakdown of the major innovation and that shaped each industry over the past decade. Tourism industry innovations in generative AI and hyper-personalization. Travel planning shifted from static booking sites to conversational AI. Agents modern platform use predictive data and generative AI to instantly craft custom multi-destination itineraries. Immersive previews. Yeah. Immersive reviews via VR, AR, virtual reality. More to from marketing gimmick to a serious pre-booking tool. Travelers can now experience 360-degree virtual walkthroughs of destination, choosing resort layouts, still reducing booking uncertainty. Regenerative community-based tourism. The industry evolved past basic eco-friendly labels toward regenerative tourism. I don't care my English is good or English is bad. I'm gonna speak, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak so that I can fluent this language, okay? And frictionless and biometric transit. Seamless transit ecosystem powered by the digital identity verification, mobile integrated pass, transport passes, and facial recognition at airports and borders streamline the traveler journey. Hotel industry innovation, the death of the physical key in the front desk queues, traditional plastic key cards and long checking lines largely gave way for the smartphone-based Bluetooth room keys. AI concierges and automated operations, generative AI, chatbots, and voice control. Virtual assistant now handles 60 to 80% of routine guest requests. So, room service call local concierge queries, human staff to focus on high touch hospitality. It's simple, like smart in room IoT ecosystems. Rooms transition into connected smart environments using room tablets or smartphone guest control lighting, climate media, while occupancy detection sensors dramatically reduce water energy waste when rooms are empty. Amazing thing happened, the movie. The Blazer redesign, redefined by remote work trends, hotel redesign space to accommodate hybrid business and leisure travelers, integrating high-speed connectivity, ergonomic workstations, and co-working areas into traditional hospitality models. I don't know how I'm gonna speak in this, but it's like I'm speaking this. I have heard. I'm first time speaking, making 1 hour video on this YouTube channel. This is my first time making this big video. I never made this type of videos. I'm gonna take my power bank and charge my phone, but there is no charger since this is connected to that point. Oh my god! And culinary and food tech industry innovations. Ghost and covered cloud kitchen delivery, boom, spawn delivery only, asset light kitchen model housed in industrial spaces, optimizing real estate overhead and rotated recuration. Alternative proteins and precision fermentation. Food tech mature rapidly with the rise of lab-grown cultivated meats, advanced plant-based substitutions, and substitution precision for mature ready. Companies began using AI platforms to design clean label sustainable protein structure with the exact flavor and texture profiles. Commercial kitchen automation. Commercial kitchen automation, back of house operation, integrated in smart appliances, automated fryers, AI-driven inventory tracking system to slash food waste, manage supply chain volatility, and mitigate ongoing labor shortages. Since this amazing, like I'm listening to myself for the first time in this like way I'm speaking. I'm speaking English since last 4 years. I'm singing songs for the last 8 years. I've seen a video, I'm enjoying the music. Digital traceability and dynamic menus, your keyword menus evolved into dynamic ecosystem platform line with the blockchain technology, allowing diners to instantly verify the exact farm to table origin and the carbon footprint to their food. Very interesting movie, yeah. So the point at this point got. I was less studying about the music, I researched about this in Germany. What the heading is? Music reveals deeper personalities. In the world of modern digital recreation and entertainment, public personas are often heavily visual. Great figures command massive followings with the polished aesthetics, fitness, and discipline trend setting style. However, person's playlist or an oh my goodness, my battery got dead. Thank you for making this video. And thankful to me. Over. I'm not gonna watch it. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe my channel.